Hello, how are you doing? I believe the favor of God is on your life, man. We're doing another podcast, and this one, I'm telling you, is the right one to set the pace of where you're going. Out of your bellies, John 7, verse 38 talks about flows with rivers of water. What I don't want you to miss out on this one is we've done peace, problems, as we've done promises. You got to get this one. It's on preparation. Somebody's write down prep time. H. Jackson Brown said the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. What you do today will improve, watch this, your tomorrow. Write it down. Say it. I like saying it. Prep time, prep time. Prep times happens, and it helps in your down times. Don't take it easy. Just because you're not moving fast, don't believe God ain't working. You have to use this as prep time to develop the gifts, the character, the chemistry that God has put you in charge of. How do you prepare for greater? When do you prepare for the journey? Do you have the tools that aid you in preparation? Now, I'm going to say this real quick. I laugh about it. I used to work out regularly. I was in the gym 5 or 6 times a week. And you can tell I was much younger then. I was cut. I was pumping that iron. I'll do cardio to build up my heart rate and sweat and stretch, and I did everything I needed to do. I would leave the house dressed to work out. I would take my clothes into the gym in which I was going to work out. I had a towel, I had the soap, I would shower, put on the fragrance, I'd come out popping. The great thing for me was when I got to the gym, everything I needed was there. The treadmill, the free weights, the hard weights, the stretch machines. They had all of the equipment I needed. I just had to get there to prepare and develop myself. What are you saying, Bishop? Some of us have dreams, but we're not in the gym working out. We're not doing what we need to do in prep time. I wasn't at the gym to talk to a bunch of people. I wasn't at the gym to listen to conversations, gossip, or to impress anyone. I was in there to prep myself for good health and lasting future. Write these things down. I believe this will be helpful to you. Number one, planning is the key to success. Failing to prepare is preparation to fail. When you don't plan for a husband, a wife, a business, a career, education, you are really doing just the opposite. You're planning to fail. Plan not just to win, but plan for all types of disruptions. I would get to the gym, man, I tell you story after story. Get there, the machine is broke. But I found another treadmill. Somebody was using the weights that I wanted to go to. I went to another section. You have to plan for disruptions because the disruptions will happen. What are the disruptions? The uncertainty, the unpredictable, the unknown. I'm talking to couples. I'm talking to business people. You have to be prepared. Never allow a blindsided issue to affect your faith. If you do, that's a sign you didn't prepare for it. I'll never forget, I was at a meeting once, and I heard a great bishop say that before he attends other meetings, he plans for negativity. Before he goes in, he plans for what question is just going to come out of nowhere. And it helps him not to get upset or to be deceived that everybody in the crowd is cheering them on. Write this down. Number 2, plan and be responsible to your own plan. In other words, don't trust your vision to someone else who's not going to prepare for it as much as you. Don't trust your dreams to someone who's not going to work as hard as you work for. Don't trust your family or your money to people who not going to do what you're going to do with it and what they believe you can do it. Give 100% to your plan. Watch this. Don't expect others to give 100% if you don't, and don't allow others to give less than you give. Have all of that in your mentality. Listen, that's a mindset. That's a purpose. That's a calling. I'm telling you now, you're going to make some people mad with your preparation stage. You're going to make some people mad that you're not going to give in and give up. Preparation builds resilience. Preparation builds endurance. Preparation prepares you to have a strong mindset to move forward into the next dimension. It'll flow if you prepare for it. Why should God release what you don't want to believe Him and prepare for? Number 3, watch this. Execute your plan with excellence. Now, this is going to be good. I don't have long for you on this one, but this is on it. I'm arguing that the problem with many of us is not education. I'm arguing that many of us have some money or enough money. I argue that we have dreams, hopes. The challenge for us today is the art of execution. That's what makes sports teams great teams. That's what makes football, baseball, basketball teams. That's what makes some individuals great at being CEOs or being managers. They know how to execute A, B, C, and D. It's too many of us trying to take shortcuts to jump from A to D and never execute it well. How you do it? Practice, practice, practice. That's execution. What are you trying to execute? I'm trying to execute that my production will equal my performance. Michael Jordan tells a story of him missing all the free throws, and he just kept going to the gym over and over again. And he tells how he missed more than he made. Kobe Bryant, bless his heart, he tells the story of how he would get up in the midnight hour, back up again 3 or 4 hours later. He would have 2 or 3 workouts in before game time. He would execute. He would build his muscle memory in his arms, his legs. So when game time hit, he was prepared for what would take place. Performance equals, watch this, provisions. Do not get angry if you hadn't prepared for more. Don't waste what God gives you. It'll flow. Somebody say flow. It'll flow from your belly. But why should God let flow what you're not equipped to execute and make happen? Provisions equals, watch this, you're going to hear this term later, perpetual flow. I'm waiting, that podcast is being put together about perpetual, ongoing. It'll never run out. It'll never run dry. That's what preparation does. When you produce hard, you get to play hard. Don't play hard when you hadn't produced hard. Man, I'm having a good time. Number 4, we about to wrap it up. Plan to produce and celebrate small victories. Now here's something important. Execution need to be rewarded. Preparation need to be rewarded. And that's a big difference for those people, I'm going to make you laugh, who want to party the whole month for their birthday when their birthday is only one day. And so you can go to the extreme on having too many weekends to celebrate. I'm just messing with you, but pay attention. Production helps you to remain positive in every season. I'm learning the older I get to celebrate even low, dry, dead seasons. This year, before the year started, I had prayed and God had given me a vision. And he put some things together. And I had to work on it mentally, but financially and everything. And I'm doing the steps God has given me. And I'm seeing the production pay off. Watch this, even in a low season. You get credit for trying, cheer others on. That's production. Cheer others on at the same time for their commitment. It is a shame on the person who is preparing but not rewarding the others who prepared with you. You got to cheer them on. Why? It helps to build confidence for you and the team to believe in the vision that you've prepared for. Let's go. We got to wrap it up. Number 5, acknowledge where you are within the plan. Execution is important, but self-evaluation is very important. Today's preparation determines tomorrow's achievement. Bishop, what are you saying? I'm preparing, but I'm evaluating. What else is needed? What am I missing? We've already faced a certain quarter of the year. By the time you get this podcast, my prayer is that we can add some things even in a low financial season or a low sometime attendance season or a low encouraging season, because it helps us to evaluate, execute, and then celebrate that regardless every day that we're serving God, we're experiencing victory. Write this down. Remember, the origination leads to the destination. God is working in the invisible, the origination, the origin of it. Some of us have been taken off our destination because someone has intercepted our prep time and has caused us to go off track, and we've missed our destination because God is working in the visible, not the visible. Somebody got that. Work it out, work it out. Somebody say, work it out, work it out. I told you I worked out. Work out all frustration. The implementation of how you work out. I think, I don't know what has taken place. I don't know if it's the pandemic. I can't put my finger on it. I've never witnessed before like now how frustration hinders implementation. So many of us have gotten off track. We've been detoured, intercepted. Some of it not even disruption. It's just we have forgotten what we prepared for. Number 6, restore your energy to fulfill the plan. It's prep time. It takes time. Somebody write down restore. It takes transformation, character adjustment, dealing with flaws. It takes unusual talent. Everybody doesn't have the talent of the visionary or the people who are preparing to go to the next level. You could be asleep on your next million or your next business because you don't want to apply transformation, take the time to prepare, and you come out with mediocre talent. It's been people that's not as talented as others, but what they had was resilience to execute the plan. And people looking at them wondering how they do that. They prepared. They studied. They didn't let failure stop them. They wasn't worried about what people said, about their height or strength or their money or their background. They used basic talent, and look at how successful they are. We'll close with this. I said it earlier, but I better cover it better. At the end of all this, in preparation, there has to be a deeper evaluation. I evaluate New Destiny or plans like weekly sermons or messages. I'm going to evaluate. I told you today. I'm going to go and evaluate. I don't even like listening to myself. But evaluate the plan that's established. But then look at the timeline and consider the right versus wrong. Did I have the right information, or was I given the wrong information? Do I have the right team or the wrong team? And in this evaluation, my assignment is to clean it up, tighten it up. Don't give up in this season, because I believe in this season it's going to flow like rivers of water, because the plan been established. I'm trusting God's timeline. I'm correcting what's wrong to try to make it right. I'm cleaning up my act. Who's around me who should be. And I'm believing this is still a season for good flow. God bless. Take care.